What's up, guys? It's me, the 615 Random Goat. This is going to be a video talking about NFL, specifically quarterbacks. Because right now, apparently, and it's due to a lot of reasons, we're starting to, a lot of people starting to think that one great year all of a sudden makes you terrific. People are calling Matt Ryan great or elite. We can go into speculation on what actually makes an elite or great quarterback. But I don't believe Matt Ryan is great or elite. I don't think that one good year taking your team to Super Bowl makes you great or elite. Now, mind you, okay, I'm not saying you have to take your team to Super Bowl every year. It's obviously not going to happen. Okay, Tom Brady hasn't even done that. Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, all those other quarterbacks, great quarterbacks, never did that. Dan Marino never even won a Super Bowl, for crying out loud. But just having one good overall season does not make you terrific. Okay, we saw what happened 2 years ago. Cam Newton took the Carolina Panthers all the way to the Super Bowl, just lose the Denver Broncos, and then fell back to the bottom of the NFC South. Now, of course, winning is a team accomplishment. It always has been. It always will be. The people on the defense, they don't play offense. Okay, defense can score, but that's really what you expect your offense to do. Offense can't play defense. Okay, so this team can score as many touchdowns as they freaking want to. They can put up 50 points, but if the defense lets the other team drive down and score 51 points, and guess what? The entire team still credited with the loss. Okay, and a lot of people, they want to say, "Oh, this quarterback has had this many losing seasons, so he's not great." You know what? Maybe he's not, but it's not because of the fact that he had a losing season. Losing is a team accomplishment. Super Bowls, team accomplishment. Playoff wins, those are team accomplishments. Okay, you cannot credit a win to one player, especially not in football when they don't have the opportunity to play every position. In basketball, sometimes you can fool around with that. Hockey, sometimes, but football is one of those sports you cannot credit a win or a loss on one sole player. It is a team accomplishment. Everyone's working together to win. It's the way it's always been. It's always been. It helps to have a great player, but you can't say you won solely because of this player. He might have added new depth to your team, but it's still a team as a whole that's winning. But I digress. So, like I said, So Matt Ryan, he had a great year. Took his team to the Super Bowl, MVP, NFL MVP. All that's nice. I don't credit the 28-3 comeback from the Patriots. I don't put that on Matt Ryan. Again, that's the Falcons as a whole. They all screwed up. Offense couldn't score anymore. They couldn't run out the clock. Defense couldn't prevent New England from scoring. So that is a team effort. But individual stats, they do matter, because those stats you put up give your team a chance to win. Has Matt Ryan put up great stats? Last year, he did. But here's I got this from Colin Cowherd. He actually put up a great formula to find the consistency of a quarterback, determine if he's great or not. It's not really that much of a formula. You take their worst year, which is most of the time their rookie year, and you take their best year, which may or may not be a Super Bowl winning year. They may have won a Super Bowl, but their best year may have came after that. You take their best year and their worst year. You take those years out of the equation. Their best year and their worst year. Take those years out. They don't exist. Pretend they don't exist. And the years that are left, you take the averages of all those, and you figure out exactly how good he is. Now, Matt Ryan's obviously better than most quarterbacks. He's better than Blake Bortles. He's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. But I took 4 different quarterbacks, right? And I did that to them, just to see, who may or may not be the best out of them. So Matt Ryan, his best year actually was the year they went to the Super Bowl. His worst year actually was his rookie year. So you take out the years in between, you have a quarterback, the 91.7 passer rating. That's actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. But then we go down to more stuff. He's been playing for 8 years, guys. 8 years. So for 8 years, when you think about it, 91.7 passer rating is good, but it could be better because he's only been playing for 8 years. So for the fact that it averages to 91.7, and mind you, like I'm taking out the worst and the best year too, but like the fact that it still adds up to 91.7 may or may not be that good. You have in the seasons I took, you have a 180 touchdown throwing quarterback, 93 interceptions out of 4,079 attempts. That averages out to 25 touchdowns, 13 interceptions per season, the 582 attempt per season, but his completion rating 64.75. That's actually decent quarterbacking. I can't say he sucks at quarterback. However, and this is where I get annoyed when people always say that all of a sudden, because of a great year, he's better than Drew Brees. Because when you apply the same formula to Drew Brees kills him in every category. Okay? I mean, when you apply that same formula to Drew Brees averages out to 94.3 passer rating. Higher than Matt Ryan's higher than Matt Ryan's at 91.7. You add the same formula to Drew Brees, you have a 418 touchdowns. 418 touchdowns. You know, that's minus the worst and best year. So there are no more touchdowns there, obviously. And the same for Matt Ryan. You have 418 touchdowns. And yes, you have more interceptions than Matt Ryan, 206. And mind you, Drew Brees has also been playing 8 more years than Matt Ryan. So, yes, he's going to have more touchdowns. This is math. He's going to have more interceptions. It's the law of mathematics. And this is why we go into averages, not total. He averages 29 touchdowns a season. He's played more years than Matt Ryan. He shouldn't be averaging more. He should be averaging very close to if Matt Ryan was just as talented or better than Drew Brees. Because this is averages now. So, like, the amount of years does matter. But this is how many he throws on average. On average. Okay, guys? 29 touchdowns a season, 14 interceptions. But Drew Brees is the interception king. He's thrown one more interception than Matt Ryan. When you take the averages through this formula, he's thrown one more interception than Matt Ryan. You know, but he's the interception god, guys. He's the interception king. Yes, because he's played 16 seasons. You play 16 seasons, you're going to throw a lot of interceptions. It's math, okay? There's not a single quarterback that's never thrown a single interception. Only quarterbacks that have never thrown a single interception are quarterbacks that have never played a single game. It's truth, especially in the NFL. Especially in the NFL. And then, of course, his pass completion rating, which is equally important, 65.93. Again, higher than Matt Ryan. And honestly, this is where the law of averages play out in Drew Brees' favor. Somewhat, but playing more years honestly means his completion rating should be lower than Matt Ryan's. Because Matt Ryan's played more years, Matt Ryan's played less years, Drew Brees played more years. The averages say that Drew Brees actually have a less completion percentage. But he doesn't, because he consistently has good seasons. His best season actually wasn't his Super Bowl winning season, it was actually 2011. That was statistically his best season, and I took that out. So you have everything left between his best and worst season, which his worst season was his rookie year. Aaron Rodgers was a little different because I did take Aaron Rodgers stats. Aaron Rodgers, I literally had to be a little lenient with him, and by that I mean I started him in 2008, and I took out 2011 stats. I know he was in the league from 2005 all the way to present day, but he was not a starting quarterback. He was behind Brett Favre, and it really is not fair to count any of those when he was not a starting quarterback for 3 years. And honestly, even if I did, he'd still have like a better QB. But so his are a little tilted, so don't put too much weight into Aaron Rodgers. But you have 102.5 passer rating. Of course, this is like a very small sample of seasons that I'm actually taking, though. So don't take this with too much. Take this with a grain of salt. You know, if you're Aaron Rodgers hater. What I'm saying, guys, is his are a little tilted because of the samples that I took. You have 251 total touchdowns out of all that, 65 total interceptions. But you still can take in averages. On average, through those seasons, Aaron Rodgers is throwing 31 touchdowns. That's honestly more than my favorite Drew Brees and more than Matt Ryan. I'm about to say a hell of a lot more, but it's like 6 more. Still a lot more because it's averages. So like six more when you're taking averages is actually a lot more. 31 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. And this isn't a fact. This isn't a matter of being tilted. Aaron Rodgers is literally that good. I can say with some confidence and dignity that he's better than Drew Brees. See, light years better than Drew Brees? No, I'm pretty sure they're like close to the same axis. And mind you, these are the different teams they're playing on too. Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers have definitely worked with different receivers. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But Aaron Rodgers is definitely a good quarterback. The only thing that worries some people is his completion average, 64.97, which is below Drew Brees, but he has been playing for less seasons. Again, though, that should mean Drew Brees should be under him. However, he is higher than Matt Ryan, which is still scary because Matt Ryan, having played less seasons, should have a higher completion percentage. That's just how math works. That's how math should work, but it's not with them. And there's a reason for that. And then we have Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback of the Steelers, 2 Super Bowls. I mean, you got to clap it up for Big Ben. He's doing his thing. He's probably going to retire after this year. Maybe he'll go with another Super Bowl. It depends. I didn't do this with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady because it's already established that they're freaking great. Okay, you guys already if I did this for Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, I'd be telling you guys stuff you already know. I was gonna do one like Cam Newton, Phillip Rivers, and I might do it later. Like this takes a lot of work. You guys have no idea. But Ben Roethlisberger, when we take out his best and his worst year, 93.1 passer rating. It's higher than Matt Ryan, guys. The 252 touchdowns, 140 interceptions. Again, law of math. He's been playing more seasons than Matt Ryan, so he should have thrown that much more than him. But then we go into averages. Matt Ryan actually has Big Ben beat as far as averages go. 22 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. However, we have to put the law of math back into it. Because, yes, Matt Ryan has thrown 3 more touchdowns on average. Yes, he's thrown only 1 more interception on average. And somebody's like, okay, so Matt Ryan's better than Big Ben. No, because pass attempts are still a thing. Matt Ryan has thrown, on average, 582 pass attempts. Big Ben only has averaged 457 pass attempts. And I'm going to do some quick math for you right here. Just some very quick math. I mean, obviously 582 is higher than 457, but let's do this. That means Matt Ryan, on average, throws 125 more passes more than Big Ben. So, yes, he should get more touchdowns. That is how math works. Because he throws more, he should get more. Okay? So only having 3 more touchdowns, that doesn't make him good. If Big Ben threw that many attempts, he might have more. Okay? And before you guys say, but Drew Brees throws like 5,000 passes a game, guess what? On average, Matt Ryan throws 582 passes a game, like I just said. I mean, 582 passes a season, like I just said. On average, Brees only attempts 528 passes a season. That's less than Matt Ryan. And people always talk about how much Drew Brees passes the ball. On average, he passes the ball less. Significantly less. Aaron Rodgers as well. Out of the 4 of them, Matt Ryan throws the ball the most. He throws it the most. And he doesn't have more, and he only has more touchdowns than Big Ben, and it's by 3. He only averages more touchdowns than Big Ben, and it's by 3. That's not a lot, and it's not good. That doesn't make him elite. And of course, Big Ben, he does have a smaller completion rating, 63 completion percentage of 63.2. So Matt Ryan does have him beat there, but everything else, I mean, The law of math, the way it works, guys, I'm sorry. Matt Ryan is not great. He's an average quarterback on a slightly better team that had a good year and just couldn't finish the job. But that doesn't make him great. He's got to do more. He's got to. We might have to give him time. Obviously, he hasn't played the same amount of seasons as Drew Brees or any of these. He's played the least amount of seasons. But that's why I'm saying you should not just say he's great because of one good year, guys. One good year does not a good player make. Okay? The Predators had a breakout year in Nashville. Crap. They lost the Stanley Cup, and they might not get back there for a while. Are they a good team? Yes. Are they an elite team? Probably not, because one good year does not say I'm the greatest of all time all of a sudden. It doesn't. Okay? But that's all for today, guys. I just want you guys to think about that. Until next time, you're all goats. I'll see you.